Raise it up, why? Raise it up. Raise it up, why? Raise it up. Hey, raise it up, why? Raise it up. Raise it up, why? Hey, raise it up. Hey, raise it up, why? Raise it up. Raise it up, why? Raise it up. North side, raise it up. South side, raise it up. East side, raise it up. West side, raise it up. Raise it up. Raise it up. Raise it up. North side, raise it up. South side, raise it up. East side, raise it up. The west side, raise it up. 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 Raise it up.
Hey loves, hey loves, hey loves. My name is Wyann Vaughn. I also go by Y. And this is another incredible episode of Raise It Up Y, the podcast. We are coming at you the final Thursday of October 2025 in an episode we are calling Start Falling. She finally put out new music. Can we just, okay. She put out new music. Who is she? It's been a minute. You know it's something when I'm over here. Yes, I'm a JBP stan, of course. So I'm in the Patreon comments. You know, I just started getting a little more active in there because, like, what the fuck not? And I put a comment about something, and there was a person that responded like, "You not low. When are you putting out new music though?" I'm like, it's so interesting when you believe your impact is this big and then you continue to be, and the universe gives you signs that your impact is low-key this big. So I feel really happy about the fact that I put out a little 3-piece. It's an EP, even though Apple Music likes to call me a single. Okay. Start Falling is the name of this episode, as well as the name of the EP, not a single. And it is with these 3 songs. I know it says single. It's not a single. And we're not on Spotify. Keep it. Let's just call it what it is. New terms and condition on that app. I have just decided now to basically say that they co-own any of your stuff that you upload, which is already making me think about how I'm going to do this podcast from here on out. Because they say they co-own it in perpetuity, what is it? Irrevocably. It was another I word, something like that. And so it's like what Debo say is kind of like both ours. So yeah, if they want to put it up and train their AI and you become a sensation in another country and you don't know about it because it's your voice they're making something with, that's what Spotify is on. So a lot of my following likes to ask, how do you get to support your favorite artists? And I always make sure to give you options that cost money and some that don't. One of the ways you can really make sure that you are supporting your favorite artists these days, independent or not only buying their music, which you don't have the option to do on that other app, but not only buying the music, but also streaming the music, both. Other no financial cost ways of supporting your favorite artist. Also putting their music in your social media stories, reels. Make sure that you're sharing with local DJs. Call into radio stations. I know that that's old school, but it's something. You know what I'm saying? Making it in your personal playlist, sharing that with your friends. Those are all ways that you can help people start falling in love with my music. You get it? Start falling. So all of that in the intro of this. I wasn't playing a game, quite apparently, but let's reel it back in for any of my new listeners, new followers, new onlookers. Thank you for your non-refundable time and energy. If you are supporting me and or this podcast, my music or me in this endeavor, you are a love. Part of love culture. That's what we call ourselves here. And when we say raise it up in the podcast community, we are talking about OGs, original guides who kick game to real ones only. Real ones are the students of this space. Original guides, OGs, are the educators in my space. We raise up your self-awareness, your vibration, and your capacity for love, which is knowledge. We do that with non-corny positivity within hip hop culture from the West Coast to the whole world. Okay. Again, if you are a listener, faith comes by hearing, and you can't unhear anything you ever heard. So I'm so thankful that you are consuming this podcast wherever it can be heard. If you are on looking at the show of this podcast right here on any platform that it gets, I'm not going to limit myself and start shouting out platforms, because who knows where this podcast can get synced and licensed to. Let's talk about it. I mean, let's put stuff in the air, because why not? If we can plan for the worst, you can plan for the best too. Period. That's a mic drop. Onette behind this particular camera is saying, Onette underscore Ashe is right back there. Susie Q is with us in spirit. And yeah, I just want to thank Love Culture in all its forms. Love Culture, again, is the support of this podcast and all things Wyann, so including start following my music and stuff like that. 3 things that make you a love. 1, you root yourself by listening to the Raise It Up Y podcast. 2, you do good for no good reason. We're pretty big for that around here. And number 3, we love and respect all red-blooded human people. No need to herald your otherism when you're with us. It's a vibe. It's a vibrational thing. If you are a person who gels and align yourself with things that are good, with things that are positive, with things that are loving, and with things that are respectful, you're probably going to rock with us. And hey, loves, a part of love is accountability. Let me start stirring the pot. A part of love is forgiveness. Meaning, ruptures in relationships, disagreements, fallouts happen. A part of love is learning how to come back stronger, bigger, better, and winning ultimately together, not just separate and apart. I have to put that out there because I think we love the concept of love. We talk about love and love culture, and we all about love this, love that. I hear you. Love is a little more gangster than you give it credit for, though, low key. Some of you guys know we are building out our 7th year in this podcast. We put this out once a month, every last Thursday. And the idea is the 2nd episode back in 2019, February 2019's Wyann's Words of Wisdom was about love is gangsta. Love is not for the weak. I don't know if you didn't know, but please allow me to inform you for the first time, if this is the first time that you're learning this. Everybody ain't tall enough to ride the ride of love. You get me? So, if you want to be down with us, sometimes you're going to have to learn some of your blind spots by way of hearing it from loving accounts of other loves, of me, Onette, Susie, whoever has to tell it to you or whoever does tell it to you. And you have to, didn't we a couple months ago have, are you solid? What makes you solid? You have to be solid enough, and not just solid, secure enough to hear things about you that you might not recognize about you. But if you ask several people and they all have the same story about you, something's true. You'll hear about mine in a second, because this episode is going to get real, and I'm okay with that. But I'm going to let you know, if you think that Wyann Vaughn is the only person that takes account in her relationships, you got me what they call fucked up. I have to be in a mutually respectful relationship, right? Some people will continue to offload accountability if they recognize you're the only one who will take it. That's when you're being scapegoated. Now, I'm getting too deep too fast. Hear me. We put our toe in the pool and then we just went to 13 feet. Always. Fuck you mean? Hello? Hold up. Okay, no, I'm having fun with my girl right here. So let me reel it in. Let's ground ourselves. Every episode we start with grounding. It is a therapeutic technique that kind of separates the type of time you was on right before you joined us in this podcast and gets you ready to kind of set the stage, till the land such that the seeds of love that I'm about to plant in your psyche, in your ear, you'll be able to make room for, because there's space. We're kind of creating that space, and we do this like a poem. I invite you to close your eyes if you would like to, and take a moment. Be here with me. Hear my voice. Feel your feet, wiggle your toes. Bring your awareness up and through your body. Touch your nose. You're just doing that to recognize that you're present and here. Breathe a breath in. Blow that breath out. Do that again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take a moment. Own this. This is a miracle we call life. That you're breathing and winning just by living this life, and just by spending this time with my voice right now. You're investing in your betterment, and I'd like you to sit with that and feel proud. Let's go up. Speaking of, let's get into this Douxadiddy first. October, I don't know what me and October have in our relationship, but musically, I 4 years ago put out my debut album October 1st. It was a tough time because 24 hours later, my baby girl, my doggy that a lot of you who follow my Instagram Wyann page, Wyanna, which is more of my music and personal page, she passed away, and I had never felt that sort of heartbreak in my life, ever. The time before that I felt something close to it was my brother's passing in 2004. So I'm trying to tell you, like, when you love something very deeply and it goes away, it feels devastating. And heartbreak is something after this Douxadiddy we will talk about once again in a highway. Harkening back to an episode 77, which is something we've been doing on this pod all year, our 7th year in existence. We've been going back and showing y'all how much ground we've covered in the 6 years that this podcast has monthly been dropping a lot of jewels. So as for you not to miss any, the one common theme on the pod this year has been throwing back to a previous episode, some of the gems that we uncovered. This Douxadiddy don't necessarily mean it's a gem, even though October, like I say, October in my music, my debut album is out. In reminiscing about that debut album coming out, there's always the 24-hour mark of my doggy passing. This October, a person that was on the cover of my album, my uncle, recently passed. And it's like this fall season, there's like a lot of newness that comes in, especially as summer is ending and the energy of summer ends. And really specifically the October 13, 2025, yesterday, just so everyone knows, in LA, this past weekend was about 82 and 86. Today, the high was 71, like sweater weather. Like they were like, nah, start falling. Why? You said you want your episode to be called Start Fall. You want to make EP music? Okay. And it's a sweater day. I was like, ooh, okay. So, I bring that up though for this Douxadiddy, just talking about my music, and I have 5 segments that rotate on my podcast. I pick any 2 of them before my Wyann's Words of Wisdom, and today we're just doing Douxadiddy and High Y. But the Douxadiddy is where there's flatfoot singing, there's just sharing music outright, such that we can post it anywhere and can't nobody take us down. Oh no, we got to keep on move. I know that's not the most popular person to quote right now. Anyways, there's a particular song on my EP that's gaining some traction. People like it. I loved it. I say that in the song. I absolutely love this song. It is the middle song on the EP, the second song. Boomer did it. L7 Hayes and I did this entire project all the way down, like just the three of us. And the order in which you hear the music is the order in which the songs were written. This song I wrote in about 5 minutes. The first song, Gone, I think I wrote in close to 10. If you count when I went back for the second verse, because I did that at the end of the session that day. And then the third song on the EP, Sunday Fun Day, I wrote my verse. That one took longer. So it took me maybe, if that's 10 and 15. Yeah, that was like 15 whole minutes of just doing the verse, because I'm not used to doing 12 bar verses. So it was hard to cut myself and get the punchline off right at the 12th bar. So it was like blah, blah, blah. Point being, the EP took 90 minutes to sing down. I told Boom I had a lot of music in me, and I knew I did. He was like, look, Hayes just started producing. Come get some. Come get you some. And I'm like, shit, let me see what you got. The funny part, this is not a joke. The day before is when that Joe Budden podcast person had said, hey, where's the new music? So if you look at this, I have a post in the end of July. The end of July is when me, Boomer, and Hayes were in the studio. I had put up a carousel, and right after I took a screenshot of that person. I think that person's name is Mike W, if I'm not mistaken. If you go like this on the carousel, the next picture is me, Boom, and Hayes when we did this entire EP. That's the next photo, sort of a thing. So just so y'all know, it was kismet, because it was all in the realm. Let me come back for Gone in a second. That's the first song on the EP. This, what I'll sing for you right now, Flatfoot singing, is the song 6:17 a.m. in the morning, also called Luvin Hours, known in the homie sphere as light skin, low eyes, because I had to get a light skin, low eyed video bison. Not a video vixen. That's a lady. I got a video bison. I shop for him, honest. Right out of my gym. Ladies, go to the gym. It pays. It pays to shop. I'm sorry. It pays to go and focus. Focus yourselves at your local gyms. Here we go. She say, I got love on my mind. He light skinned with low eyes. We ain't wasting no time, no time, no time, no. He kissed me in low light. He don't care who gon' mind. We ain't wasting no time, no time, no lie. I don't wanna get caught up in this club. He touched me and rubs me in public. I love it. I can't get caught up in his love, but I love when he loves me. So lovely, so lovely. 6:17 in the morning. Baby, please stop calling. It's Luvin Hours. Luvin Hours, Luvin Hours. I said 6:17 in the morning. It's early in the morning. Ooh, Luvin Hours, Luvin Hours. Fast forward. He big mad on my phone. I love this verse. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to. I like making men mad. Anyway, he big mad on my phone. He got mad and left home. And I ain't waste not no time, no time, no lie, no. He asked what it's gonna be. New light skin or old me. And it be what it's gonna be on me. 'Cause I don't wanna get caught up in this club. But he touched me and rubbed me in public. I love it. I can't get caught up in his love. But I love when he loves me so lovely, so lovely. Hey, baby, please stop calling this Lovin' Hours. Woo! Let me tell you something. My bad. Baby, I know. I am a party favor. I don't need it. Hey, yo, I think there's so many things I'm feeling and hearing, including some complaints I've gotten about that song. And I like that. I love that the music makes you feel. For the record, no colorism. Some of y'all know I've gone through a breakup this year. So when I said he's light skinned with low eyes, I didn't want y'all to mistake him for a previous. It's a new nigga. Period. On period. Period on period. What he say, he big mad on my phone. Sure enough, but he got mad and left home. Open. I ain't waste not no time. No time. Let me help you out. I had a poem back in the day. It was called A Cheater's Response, apropos for why I'm single. And one of the lines in there said, I don't remember the rhyming line, but she said, when a nigga acts gone, that's just how I get. You don't got to act like you gone with me. Because cheating is like acting like you're gone. Like that's you trying to put a foot out, but then still have a stable base at home. No, bitch. If you want to leave, let me show you how to leave. Ain't no cheat. This is out here. What Sunday Fun Day say? Ain't no questions here. She outside, man. And it's like that. And that's the way it is. However, going from the Douxadiddy into the high Y right now, I want to come back to that first song on the EP, Start Falling. It's called Gone. The lyric video is already up, so you can, play with those words as much as you want to. The EP tells its own little story. And Gone is the reflection on, like, looking at, in my case, 8.5 years of something being real, just to learn that I wasn't just dating an actor. I was dating a whole fake nigga in real life, respectfully. And, a mask can stay on for so long. And that song kind of goes over that. And you can play with those words like you want. But I wanted to hearken this high Y back to an actual high Y from a love from episode 77. And in episode 77, which is called Love's Holiday, it was December 2024. One of my beautiful baby girl loves asked, how do you get over an ex? And I gave an answer last year at 32:35. That's the timestamp for the episode 77, where I'm talking about the 5 stages of change and recognizing that things change. That's so funny. Wow. In real time, I'm sharing with y'all. Every month this year, I've had a different either mantra or just an exercise that I've done for self-love, just so I can see myself kind of mend my own psyche, mend my own heart, and be with myself, just, standing with myself. And this month, the mantra says, be prepared for how things change, when things change, because things change, and that's okay. Be prepared for how things change, when things change, because things change, And that's okay. Secure worldview model says, I'm okay, you're okay. And even for the ex that I currently have, the most recent, bro is okay. Figuring some things out, sure. You do that over there. It says nothing about what Wyann has to be and do for herself, right? So the 5 stages, I'll say quickly, but I go in depth on episode 77. There are 5 stages for change: pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, and maintenance. And once again, go through those with episode 77 because I broke it down really well and thoughtfully on there, and answered in full length, what does it take to get over someone? And another thing I remember myself saying on that episode, I didn't do this right now, this is just coming back in real time. Call things what they are. Call things what they are in real life. So I happen to know in the previous Love's question that I believe the ex that she may have been referring to was also the father of her child. So if that was true, then you can just call that man what he is, the father of your child, or whatever it is. But the bigger piece to that was live in the moment, live in the present time, right? And what's present and real for you if someone chooses to leave, if someone chooses not to love you, that is their choice. It is your obligation to love you, though, right? Another person gets to choose to love you. Respectfully, I find it to be your obligation to love yourself. And that's something that Wyann knew before a breakup. It's just the fact that putting that into practice and what that looks like is what I wanted to kind of talk about here. And one of the ways that showed up for me is with this EP and the song called Gone. I believe it says there's another song that's not out that happens to mirror what I'm currently living, but I wrote it back in like 2014 if I'm not mistaken. But the song Gone, time steady ticking, days and days. Where did we go wrong? What stop did your train of thought stay in? Where did we go wrong? What part of the game are we playing? Because I don't want to think about your loving, think about your love over, think about your loving done. I just want to see the way to go now. Reach a 4-leaf clover. I can't think about your loving gone. You know what I'm saying? Like there's the reflective piece. And I think my favorite lyric on the EP is in that second verse. Time steady wasting, nowhere to go but up when hell's what you're facing. And I go back to shouts out to my fellow 13er JF Musics. I go back to him and what he calls our girl ASAP Heidi, aka Heidi Preeb on Instagram. She has a video regarding what heartbreak can teach you, how to befriend it and sit with it long enough to allow it to show it what it's telling you. And so when you're getting over an ex, when you're getting over someone who's chosen no longer to love you, you take that heartbreak, that real heartbreak, and you sit with that shit. It's going to shapeshift some days. It's going to feel like singing the song Gone some days. Some days it's going to feel like getting up under a new nigga, 6:17 in the morning. Some days it's going to feel like hanging with your boys, hanging with your friends, and having a Sunday fun day, which are all 3 of the songs on the EP. And why I thought it was an apropos title for this particular episode. When you're getting over something, there is no getting over. Whether it was my uncle passing, that was on my album cover for Been In It a Minute, my debut album, whether it was my doggy passing away 24 hours later in 2021, or whether it's a current heartbreak, romantic heartbreak in 2025 for Wyann, there is no getting over this. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, But I'm also the bearer of real news. And that's why I kind of had that moment at the top of this episode talking about everything that love is. Because love is all there is in the world, but love alone is never enough. Love ain't paid a bill. Love ain't got shit to do with work ethic. Love ain't got nothing to do with self-love and how you show up for yourself if you decide to show up for yourself. Love can't stop making you love can't stop you from being a liar. It can't turn you honest. You have to practice honesty to be honest. Love ain't got shit to do with that. That's just integrity and character building. Love is not the culprit for deceit and deception. Love is, in real life, the enlightenment, the peace, the joy. I'm thinking of the 5 highest vibrating emotions in order: enlightenment, peace, joy, love, and reason. All of those things take practice in aligning with the vibration of said thing. You don't get to call yourself love and do unloving shit. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to call yourself a fiance and claim your singleness in private. No. You don't get to say, I'm a good person and do deceitful bad things. That's called being incongruent, duplicitous, honest. It's called being a fucking liar. And there's nothing in attachment theory that covers you being a liar. There's nothing in shadow work that covers a fucking liar. If you are going to lie and you are choosing that, then that is what you are choosing. But that's you, whoever you are. The same person that doesn't allow anyone to hold them accountable. The same person that always is, you know what? You show somebody, hey, I'm hearing such and such about you. I just wanted to bring it to your attention. All the shit that I do for you, this how you repay me? You can try to do guilt trips. You can try to, none of that, one, is an act of love, nor two, does it stop your account of what you are or somebody else's experience of you. Accountability is a part of the love game. Suffering a rupture. And then, how about this? Hurting someone, transgressing a relationship, being dishonest, deceitful, whatever in a relationship, hurting someone, and then expecting them to have pity for the fact that they're hurt, that they hurt you. Hey, and I'm giving about 3 or 4 different things from 3 or 4 different relationships that have recently happened, not just to me. I'm reporting some things from other people. And the funny part is, for some of you that are listening to this and taking it personally, if the shoe fits, buy the fucking purse too. Because I wasn't speaking about you. But that be the problem. Don't that be the problem on that? Motherfucker will find themselves in your word, but that's because you always looking just for you, my nigga. And if you really want to know about what somebody else is or what somebody else is doing, then maybe you would ask someone else a fucking question. You would grow 2 pairs of balls and pick up a phone and figure something out. You would look in the mirror for real. Cornball. And I'm talking to about 4 people right now. So if anyone is listening to this like, oh, she trying to air out dirty laundry, then go get a washing machine. Hoe ass nigga. How about that? You fucking, what? You are so vain. I bet you think this pod is about you. Don't you? Don't you? Let's go to Wyann's words of wisdom before I fuck around and put a hit. Okay, so Put a hit out on Start Falling, new music. Yay. That's what I mean, put a hit. See how you thought that was about to be a hit in another way? Stop trying to think for me. That's like Jay-Z on it's H-O, light up the dro, because you're going to need help trying to study my, and everyone know he's about to say flow, but instead he says trying to study my bounce flow. Like, stop anticipating the rush. You didn't know he was going to do that. Let that man rap. Stop trying to rap his lyric before it's out of his fucking mouth. Just listen. Sheesh. Okay. Wyann's Words of Wisdom, episode 88, like the keys on a piano. Ain't no substitute for the real thing. Intelligence included. There ain't no substitute for the real thing. Intelligence included for all my AI lovers. Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Ain't nothing like the real thing. Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Ain't nothing like the real thing. I do that because for a long time, I didn't like my voice. Actually, in my previous relationship, I almost hid behind the massive talent of the person I was with because their voice was undeniably good, where my voice has consistently been called into question with people I've worked with. I've been told that I was pitchy. I've been told that I am a better poet, so maybe stick to that more than the singing. I've been told that my writing is more desirable than my voice. I've been told that, you're great at singing, especially background. Speaking of exes, 3 exes back, the individual said, I wonder what you would be if you actually had to work at being in this music industry. Hey, here comes the account. Remember we talked about accountability? Ladies, gents, sit this out. Ladies, here's the accountability of Wyann. How about for a man to say something like that to me, and that's the man I was calling my man? It's not just about what you attract, it's about what you entertain. That's what I thought was love. That type of energy, a man that would form his face and mouth and thoughts to say that to me. And just as a caveat to that particular situation, what I absolutely loved, as he told me how mediocre my talent was, and I stayed, and that wasn't the end of us, not even a little bit at all. I remember his face when Dr. Dre told the story on the pharmacy about how we started working together. And shouts out to Focus 3 Dots. Me being in the studio with Focus, doing a demo for a Rihanna and Eminem song. And I wrote something to a Focus beat in 2014. And Dre heard it and said, where's that voice? Who is that? Bring me that voice. But then I have to think about this. Sometimes it takes someone with the skill level or the talent level to understand your skill level and talent level. It takes, put it like this. You know how many people go to certain restaurants and only order chicken fingers and fries? If you put garlic in front of them, they would be like, ugh, get this out of here. Oh, goodness. It ain't ketchup, but imagine, because someone doesn't know who has a unsophisticated palate what to do with garlic, what to do with truffle, what to do with saffron. These are all flavors that are not for the mild-hearted. I even call my personality garlic personality. I've rarely ever met a person that can say, oh, I'm kind of iffy on garlic. I've seen people say I fuck with garlic or I hate garlic. I want you to feel the same way about me. My personality, what I bring to a table, my music even. I want you to feel that way about me. So when I say there ain't nothing like the real thing, real art polarizes people. Kendrick wasn't trying to capture everyone else's attention. I just got told, one of my homeboys who I love and I respect his opinion musically so much, and I heard what he thought about GNX. And I'm like, ooh, he missed it. See, I'm from the West Coast. GNX was for me. GNX was for us. If we missed someone, we meant to miss you. How about Suicide Door? It's a hitter, man. You don't want to see them doors sliding on the caravan. Like that was all references that I can put pictures to. And that's not even the best beat. That's the actual song GNX on the album, which is one of the only songs. It's the lowest charting song on the album. So people don't even really fuck with that one. And I get it. It's a tough listen. On anyone, actually. It's just not the best beat for me in the world. However, I know almost all the words to it because it's on my workout playlist, number one. And number two, it's just something different. So when I say ain't nothing like the real thing, there's no substitute for the real thing, including intelligence. What artificial intelligence does is what lovers of today do. They try to be palatable to everybody. It didn't start here. It started with the SoundCloud generation of music, where everything had to sound palatable to everyone. That's when hip hop went global. I get it. Biggest exported music in American exports since 2017 or 18. And that's all fly and dope and dandy. However, real art that stands a test of time is going to polarize some people. Wyann Vaughn is not a fan of My Dark, Beautiful, Twisted Fantasies, Kanye West. I am not a fan. Not at all. Does not stop the impact. Does not stop the impact that it had on the rest of rap. Wyann was not the biggest fan of the Migos. Does not stop the impact. Can't stop the impact of rapping in triplets or keeping the wave of Atlanta rap at a forefront a couple years ago, 10 years ago, about a decade or so ago. A little more than that now. But still, my point is, when something is real, whether it's love, a relationship, music, it is going to have its flub-ups. It is going to have its moments where it doesn't hit the mark just right. It is going to be unique. It is going to turn some people off. This is when having a secure worldview is coming in handy. You're okay. And also, I'm okay. I'm going to fuck with Wyann and her choices, all her pitchiness, all her texture, all her better writing than singing from someone else's point of view. I get it. I hear it. Guess what? It ain't took me off a record yet. It ain't stopped. It ain't stopped an ounce of the music I've put out. It doesn't take away any of the emotions. Snoop Dogg, Terrace, working with Dre or anybody. Amber from Moonchild, Rhapsody, Ninth Wonder. It doesn't stop anything. It doesn't stop Slum Village from calling when they come into LA. Hey, you want to come on stage with us and sing at the Blue Note when we come 1 week from tonight? I can't wait. All of my pitchiness, all of my flaws, all of my errors. Or is it just me? And if you want something perfect, didn't Melodyne do that? Didn't Pitch Correct and Autocorrect do all that? And didn't all that shit train the AI that's about to take half y'all jobs? And guess what you're going to... Kenyon Dixon just put a thread out about this earlier today. Bro, all this perfect... Man, if y'all don't let real singers sing, yeah, we're going to sing live. And yeah, we're going to get pitchy. Yes, we're going to crack. Yes, it's not going to be perfect because we're singing live. If you want it perfect... Go listen to the album. Go listen to the record. And for real singers like me, not this is my words, not his. For real singers like me, no, we're not using no pitch corrector Melodyne on my fucking album, on my EP, on nothing that I do, cause I stand by my fuck ups. Shit, a engineer with Dr. Dre put Melodyne and pitch correct on my voice one time, and he almost lost his job that day. Dre came in there. I would be more specific about where it was and where it was, but he came in there and said, you took her voice. You took her voice. Well, the notes was, I liked how it was before. Take it off and don't ever do that again without consulting me. There's no substitute for what's real. I hope all of us enjoy, live, learn, and encounter something real in this life that we can stand beside, flaws and all. Even intelligence. And before I get up and mother love and go, did I clap at the beginning of the episode? I did? Okay. I don't remember. I was too focused. I was in. She was a girl. I just totally, this editing is going to be fun on this part. Because I'm like, wait, that was all too short. That was. Pay Your Dues is the segment of the podcast where I highlight businesses and people that you should know. This is not sponsored. This is done from love, aka do good for no good reason. So just so y'all know, if there ever is a time when I do get sponsorships and things like that for this podcast, this will still be a portion of the podcast that I do for the love of doing. That's it. DASSIT. That's it. Number 1. I love to do more than you knew. Oh yeah. Gotta let it show. I love to do. Hey. That is always my first thing. Oh man, I wish y'all could see Onette's curls. I love to do is ILOVETHEDOUX, all handles for Instagram only, that I know of. It could be for everything else, but definitely on Instagram. My cousin Maya Smith is the founder and MC, Master of Curl, for the Do products, THEDOUX. Some of you guys know that I've been doing this, again, the only business I've shouted out for the entirety of my podcast outside of myself. Her hair care products have put my hair down my back because Onette said I look like I got a weave. And that's why I put my hair with the side part like the girls be doing with the wigs. I said, we got wig length hair now? We got wig length hair now? So did I do it? Hold on. Look. Okay. My bad. Because I be trying to move this hair. And the next thing I know, I put a little... It has volume today. If no one's looking, if you're not on a platform where you can see me, it has volume today, which means you kind of take bigger chunks when you flat iron so that it can stay kind of fuller. And so sometimes, it kind of look, like right there. So, at ILOVETHEDOUX, my cousin Maya Smith, I love you. Number 2, Pay Your Dues. Dr. Zeb, I met you in person. You and your team are lovely. No, Doc Zeb. You really lovely. He light skinned with low eyes. It's a joke. Doc Zeb and I, we've been doing this. At Zeb the Third, ZEBTHE 3RD, Zeb the Third, and my baby boy whose birthday was just this past weekend on the 11th of October, Ryan Taylor. And his brother Richard are the owners of at IFB Studios, which is where we've had a couple love lounges. I got to link Zeb and Doc Zeb and Ryan IFB Studios together at the top of this year just to say, hey, when you come to LA, if you thinking of doing a venue, you gotta support my kids. And Doc Zeb 1000% supported my boys. Not only did he support my boys, he allowed me to create a conversation at the front of his self-awareness tour such that I could offer my students at USC in my hip hop music and culture class the opportunity to get one of their live sessions. It's a, what is it? Live event for hip hop. They got to do a live event for hip hop. Skirt. One thing, going back to I Love to Do. Onette's curls. She did them with the honey foam. What is it? It's not, because the honey foam is different from the one we usually use, Mousse Def. So it's the honey B-Girl collections do the honey / B-Girl collection of the Mousse Def. I can't think of the name of it. However, she has, it usually is too heavy. 2 episodes we just talked about how it's too heavy for your hair. But when you want curls out of this world, and this is day 3 hair I'm looking at, like, I thought it was day 1 hair. The fact that it's day 3, wow. It put a cast system on your curls, like, wow. It looks incredible. That is day 3 hair, so it has the volume, but the curls are so pristine, I thought that they were day 1. So for every... That's exactly right. Crazy, sexy girl from the B-Girl collection, the honey infused collection of my cousin's products, the Dude. That's what I wanted to highlight in today's. And of course, I'm on the straight gangsta tip still. So I'm using the thermal system, the press play thermal system still. So I used dewdrops to make it look nice. I'm in opposite order. Going back, before I blow dried, I used Just Glaze, and then my and then the hair and then the shampoo and conditioner of the press play thermal system in the pretty damn near Tiffany blue, but it's actually a blue that she created, so I shouldn't say that. See why there's not an ad? Because I'm over here putting other brands in her shit. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, going right back to Doc Zeb and IFB Studios. I was so thankful that Doc Zeb was so gracious with his time that he allowed me to have a very unique conversation at the front of his self-awareness tour. Humble, sweet, kind, cute. All these things were things that I learned about Dr. Zeb in 2025 October. So can't wait for you to come back to LA. That's good. I love it. Number 3, before I get in trouble. Number 3, I know the owner of this other female owned and founded, Black owned and founded business. Business. I used to spell business. Business. Because my 4th grade, I'm not going to put her out there, but Miss Wolf, oops, hey, you will never get off the hook for telling me that business was spelled BUISNESS. It's not, it's busyness. Anyways, that's for all my young loves or my loves that. Anyway, at Hadoni.arrangements, let me talk to you guys. We went simple, we went cute, and we went match. If you look at the Start Falling EP cover, you will see that there's a distinct color coordination this episode with this episode's Hadoni arrangements, HARONI arrangements, and Onette. Y'all can't see her. She's matching too. She's matching with all of us. She got the same thing on. Her makeup is done to the T. She got on heels, booty shorts. I'm just making up anything because why not? It's my pod and they can't see you. No, Wyann just lied about everything she just said. Okay, so but Hadoni.arrangements is our number 3. Pay your dues. Number 4 tends to be Love Culture at large. Also, Wyann's Words of Wisdom. That's not true at all. The www that we put out at the first 13 for 9 months. It's a baby. For 9 months, I've had my first ebook out, and it is A Woman Winnin in the West. I put it at the top of each episode in 2025, so you all can go ahead and funk with it. And it's so funny because I put on here that I was gonna promote my EP on this episode, and it has the previous title. And I'll talk about that at the end if there's time. But just so y'all know, Love Culture, I just have to always say thank you, shout y'all out, because y'all the shiznit on period and point blank right at the intersection. I feel so thankful for all of the diverse, beautiful energy that y'all share with me and each other. The ones right here in Los Angeles, the ones all across this nation, and the ones that are worldwide. I'm so thankful when we do love lounges virtually on at Wyanna, WYANNA's IG Live. Because it's semester, we do it on Wednesday nights, West Coast time at 8. No, when do we do it? 7:30. What starts at 8? No, my class ends at 8. That's what it is. My brain's, it's about to be midterms time. So I'm already, there's a lot going on in my head. But yes, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or Pacific Daytime, whatever is happening right now. That is when we are doing our Love Lounge live, and we talk about gems that have been dropped right here on this pod. Man, next month's conversations from this episode are about to get spicy. Pumpkin spicy. Vanilla pumpkin spice. It's a joke. But I think your phone went off. Also, I just want to make sure that you all know, everybody who comes into those conversations, I'm so thankful for all of you. A Woman Winning in the West is available. You can probably scroll right to the top of this episode, and there's a link where you can go ahead and purchase it, as well as Start Falling EP. You know, make sure that everywhere except Spotify that you can purchase and stream music, that you do so, and then use it in your reels, use it in your stories. Make sure that you remix it and all that good stuff. Shouts out to Boomer Did It and L7 Hayes. We did that big time. And number 5 at Raise It Up Y, RAISEITUPWY. All the love say, rockets up on these hoes. Thank you so much for listening all over all the platforms that you can get this one. I said we would be done in 44 minutes. It's 57. It's 57. It's okay. We did good. But just so y'all know, I just feel thankful and happy that you all rock with me monthly. I had a fun time making this music for y'all, so I look forward to y'all hearing it and having a good time with it. Be looking for these lyric videos, especially 6:17 in the morning. I'm actually going to go because I think light skin and low eyes might be around the corner. So talking to y'all soon. Stay real, y'all. Boom cap, do 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 do.
Raise it up, why? Raise it up. Raise it up, why? Raise it up. Hey, raise it up, why? Raise it up. Raise it up, why? Hey, raise it up. Hey, raise it up, why? Raise it up.